Hello, my name is David Carollo, the Executive Director of the World Apostolate of Fatima and the National Blue Army Shrine of Our Lady of Fatima. In this next episode, I want to tell you about how the prophecies of Our Lady began to unfold soon after the apparitions. World War I had been described as a war to end all wars. And yet, just as Our Lady predicted, a worse war broke out during the papacy of Pius XI. In 1938, Germany annexed Austria, and a year later invaded Poland, sparking a global conflict that involved 30 countries and more than 85 million casualties. Despite Lucia's repeated appeals and the Pope's efforts to make the consecration of Russia with the bishops of the world, it had not been done. In 1942, Pope Pius XII made a consecration and entrusted Russia, but it was not done with the College of Bishops. Still, our Lord was pleased by this act of obedience and told Sister Lucia that he would end the war early because of it. Subsequent papal consecrations also did not fulfill the request as heaven had asked. When Pope John Paul II was elected in 1978, Sister Lucia took special note of this particular pope because he was from behind the Iron Curtain, Poland. Sister Lucia had great hope that this pope might be especially chosen by the Blessed Mother. When his life was nearly taken by an assassin's bullet in St. Peter's Square on May 13, 1981, the feast of Our Lady of Fatima, Pope John Paul II asked for the envelope that contained the third part of the secret. He recognized himself in this secret, but more importantly, he recognized the Church represented by the Holy Father, making its way to the cross. It motivated John Paul to do everything he could to fulfill Our Lady's request to consecrate Russia and the entire world, which was now impacted by its errors. He said the consecration in spiritual union with the bishops of the world on March 25, 1984. In this prayer of entrustment, he said, "The power of this consecration lasts for all time and embraces all individuals, people, and nations. It overcomes every evil that the spirit of darkness is able to awaken and has in fact awakened in our times, in the heart of men and in his history." After the consecration, which Sister Lucia said was accepted by heaven, great changes began to happen. The Berlin Wall came down, and one by one the countries under the Soviet Union regained their freedom. In 1991, the Communist Party was banned from Russia. Freedom of religion was instituted, and a process of conversion was begun. But more work needs to be done to correct the spread of errors around the world and to obtain the peace promised by Our Lady's triumph. I invite you to make the Blue Army Pledge to respond to the requests for the Daily Rosary, Penance, and First Saturday's Devotion. For more information on this, see our website, bluearmy.com, or follow us on Facebook. God bless you.
Hi, I'm Father Joshua Caswell. The consecration of Russia, as requested by Our Lady of Fatima, has always been a source of controversy. Many people don't believe it's been done correctly, even in spite of Sister Lucia's confirmation that the March 25th, 1984 consecration was accepted by heaven. I'd like to invite you to read on our website an article about this by one of our leading experts on the subject. In this article, Bill Saki addresses the topic from a historical context in clear and concise language. But what happened after the consecration is even more amazing. Many people do not know that things started to unravel in the Soviet Union, and not by coincidence, just months after the consecration was done. These facts were thoroughly researched by English author Tim Tinsdale Robertson in his book, Fatima, Russia, and Pope John Paul II. This book takes you through the history of the Communist Party's undoing and the start of the democratic reforms in the Soviet Union that led to freedom. We've posted additional stories for you to read on our website, one by a Czechoslovakian woman who remembers the day in 1989 when for the first time in decades she could finally say the Our Father in the public square. I hope you will follow on our website and subscribe to our magazine where more stories like this can be found. Thank you and God bless.